What is it? A brand new adventure today, somewhere deep in the wilds of Virginia. Can I say Virginia? Deep in the wilds of Virginia. And we're here with Patrick, who has never metal detected. So I hear, is that true?
Yeah.
More or less? More or less. But your dad, as an old-time relic hunter, you say you might found some stuff out here in years past. So we're gonna look around and see what we can find. Got a beautiful stream here. Let's go look at that. I think there's gold in it. And I have my pinions. They're in the truck. We might have to come down here again a little bit later. Nice bedrock. I'm gonna run the metal detector over here because you know what? I bet you the old timers probably didn't go in that creek, did they? Especially not with a Nautilus because they're not waterproof. We'll be in there before it's over. Let's see what we can find. What we're gonna do is you turn it on. So you've never used one of these, right?
Nope.
Okay, we're just keeping the relics mode, and what that'll do, it'll cut out some of the iron, some of the little blips of fence wire and stuff. So we'll just keep it there. You got sensitivity is almost max. If you want to bump it up, go ahead. If not, that's okay too. And that's about it.
Okay.
Just turn it on, put it in relics, and you're ready to roll. This is the noise you want to listen for, okay? Nice, solid, just bell tone. Every time you go over it, has a nice, good number. You know, it's not going 83, 1, 83, 15.
Okay.
When you do that, sometimes it's flat iron. So you have a bobby pin or something? All right, yeah, so we got a little bobby pin. This is ironish. So that's the kind of signal you don't want to dig. So you're hearing a little bit, it clicks it. It's being discriminated out. Should be good to go. Just click it on, you're ready to go. If you hear those kind of signals, just let them go. You want this kind of signal, right? There you go. Yeah, man.
Now I know what I'm looking
for. All right, let's do it. All right, let me show you one more thing, like a swing technique.
Okay.
I'll just show it to you once, and you can do whatever you want. But I'd feel guilty if I didn't at least show you once. Basically, when you're detecting, you want to keep the loop as flat as you can to the ground like that. And don't go too fast. You just kind of go like this. And keep it right at the leaf level. After a while, you're going to notice yourself doing this a lot within about 5 minutes.
Okay.
And you're only detecting what's right in front of you if you do that. So if you keep it close to the ground, nice, steady, like that. That's it. Okay. Yeah, just nice and steady.
Keep it flat and flush.
Yeah, flat. I can't say it. Flat and flush. Not fat and fluffy. I love the little stream you have here too. We should pan for gold in there. We're in the gold belt. Yeah. Okay. So watch out for your boots, because you have metal in your boots. And your shovel, and so you might get some false signals when you go along. And when you get a good signal, I'll show you a couple more little techniques real quick. But yeah, let's just keep looking, man. See any bullets? Cannonballs! Never know. What's your number? Let's look at your number here.
Got better.
Yeah, just kind of keep moving it back, and maybe go that way a little bit. And yeah, I'd say dig it. You know, what I normally do, just do the scrape the leaves back first. Because it could be a shotgun shell that, another relic hunter found and just threw back. Because they used to do that back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
So, what number are you getting now?
39.
It's a little low for a bullet.
46.
Yeah, it's probably too low for a bullet, but I think you should dig it, man.
Okay.
And you can always use a pinpointer too if you're not exactly sure where it is. How come you're hiding way over there?
Probably not that deep.
Yeah, normally in the woods like this, nothing's very deep. All right, so it's probably out of the hole actually. If you do the pinpointer, you might be a little too close to the loop, but you might not be. With the solid, just keep moving it around until it gets completely solid. Keep moving it around. Okay. Okay, it's probably there, but it's still buried. Here, I think you just dig with your fingers. Just watch out for bottle tops. So you can probably just like go straight down in there. And you want that solid, then you're touching it when you do that, and you can just grab it. Beep solid, and just reach down there with your fingers, and you'll be able to feel it. You want that solid beep. Ah, there you got it. What is it? It's a button. Oh, going to a bullet.
Oh, it is,
You
yeah.
said you fired 22.
Not this one. Not over here. It's somebody else's, but it's a fired one, yeah.
Yeah, it's a fired 22. Well, at least a bullet. I mean, it's not Civil War.
I found something metal
You found
detecting,
something, right? That's
so.
awesome, though. I mean, if you can find those,
So this
you
is
can
lead.
find a big old bullet. Yeah.
So this is lead, okay.
Yeah, those are like the one of the smallest things you're going to find. I mean, you could find gold nuggets out here that size.
Okay.
Big old bullet, no problem at all.
Okay, awesome.
So you got a 40 on the meter. Okay, so it's probably not a bullet, but I think you should dig it. It sounded pretty good. Want me to show you a little technique? So what I do is you take it like that.
Can we undo it?
No, that's fine. And just you want a solid beat. Move it until you get it completely. I moved it.
Really meant move it around.
Yeah,
Okay.
until you get the solid beat. I think I threw it, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, it's going to be right at the tip. We're
Okay.
within like that far. So
Okay.
if it's just going like that, keep going until you get it a solid beat. Then
now
you can
here.
just go like this.
Got it, okay.
That's going to be in there. It's probably another 22 bullet.
So excited.
Yeah, I should have let you do this.
Oh, you're
It's going to be 22 bullets, I can tell you right now. Because it's the same signal you had before, right?
Oh yeah, yes, it is pretty close, huh? And it's right along the
I'm
creek.
sorry, I want to see what it is too. Okay, it's right in here somewhere. Here's your pointer.
That's fine. That's it.
Yeah. Mind if I take a look?
Yeah, please.
Okay. So what I'm going to be looking for now is to see is a fire 22 or melted lead, because it almost looks like melted lead. If that's the case, it means they had a campfire here, probably soldier, but that's a fired bullet.
Yes.
You can see a little bit
Yep.
of copper
Yep.
right there
Yep.
or something. So, yeah, fired modern bullet.
Modern bullet, right.
You're tearing it up, man. I haven't even turned my machine on yet.
Oh,
Can you move it?
barbed wire.
Okay, yeah, all right, it's barbed wire, so, but you know,
Is this?
yeah.
It is.
Yes, it's just wire, so we know there's a fence here. But yeah, I dig the big iron like that at least. I have a signal over here, my very first signal. I don't think it's a bullet, but we're gonna go ahead and dig it together. Probably I think it's gonna be a shotgun shell. Max today. 0 program. I'm gonna put discrimination on like 2 just for superstitious reasons. Maximum sensitivity 2 bars. I'm gonna change that out in just a minute. All right, so there's that signal right. It's reading a little better now. 61, not too bad. And if it's a shotgun shell, it's probably already moved, but it didn't. Could be onto something. Let's just do the pinpointer and the fingers. Real sandy soil here. Hopefully, again, this is my first target, so. I don't think anything's gonna be very deep in the woods. Where is it? Shotgun shell. Yeah, so that's the base to a 12 gauge shotgun shell, and it's just made out of brass. That's why it sounds good. And that signal, the number is a number that you could also get with Civil War buttons. So you almost have to dig these if you want to dig Civil War buttons. I think it's Peters, isn't it? But if that's all I dig and I'm not digging bullets, I'll start skipping them. Now, if I'm digging bullets, I'll dig every one of those shotgun shells, because again, they could be a beautiful button if you're having fun. It's got a good signal. What number you got? 81? We're gonna look at this. That could be a bullet. Or a rifle casing. Not a shotgun shell, but a rifle. That's probably a boot. Well, if it's still on the ground and you can hear it, that's a really good sign that you're getting your boot. You scoot your boot back and check it. Scoot your boot back and check it. That's pretty funny. Okay, that's a good sign. What numbers you got now?
80, 77.
Yeah, it could be a
86.
bullet. That could be, because you're not hearing it with a pinpointer, which means it's deeper.
So it's
probably at least another 4 inches deep.
And there's a lot of
which means it's probably heavy, which means it could be his very first Civil War bullet. What do you think?
Gosh, everybody.
Yeah,
There's lots of roots.
Boy, don't break your shovel.
It's okay, it was free. Didn't take any good tools with me.
So a lot of times what I'll do now, since you have it loose, is you can put your pinpointer in there and just reach in with your fingers and pick it up. Because that sandy soil is pretty easy to do. Yeah, so you should be able to grab that pretty easy.
It's so hard to get under.
What do you think? Is he crazy? You know he's gonna get hooked if it's a bullet. He's hooked. You know that, right?
What the heck is it?
Put that thing down. I'll be quiet. I'm bossy. Right there. Kind of like watching paint dry, isn't it?
I have gloves on.
He's an artist, so I can say that. What is it? Oh no!
Oh.
That is a modern rifle bullet.
Yep. That's exactly.
They got down there a ways though.
Yeah, it was in the ground.
Is that what it is? Or is that melted lead? It's a modern
Beeping in my
rifle bullet. It's lead, copper jacketed, and you can see the lead right there. But,
Yep.
oh, I thought you were on it, man. But that was good though. I mean, you heard it loud and clear, nice big signal, and
cover this whole
man,
thing.
you got to dig those signals all day long.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think he's having fun. That's awesome. A beautiful big signal right here. I'm a little bit fearful it's going to be a beer can because it's just so perfect. Actually, it looks like it. Boy, if that's a belt buckle, I'm going to cry. Oh no, hear that? That's a can, listen. Yeah, that's a can for sure. For sure, man. Look at that. I don't know what that is. Oh, Dr. Thunder? Really? Dr. Thunder? Sam's Choice. Not very old. I've never heard of it. Nice little signal right here. I suspect it's going to be a shotgun shell, but except I have a few more of those, but it's a little bit higher. Let's hope I can just see it. There you go. Yeah, I guess that's 223. Could be 222, I guess. Yeah, so, yeah. It's a cool tree right over there. Let's look at that. Got a bunch of names carved in it. See if Jeb Stewart's on it. Can't really read any of it, but except for the H. Wasn't that long ago these trees in the woods would actually have soldiers' names and units carved in them. Beautiful tree though, wow. You know what, I'm gonna jump down there and just run the machine over just for a second. What do you think?
Oh yeah.
I think that's waterproof too. Just don't get the box in the water,
Okay.
but the coil you can put in the water.
Okay.
I'm kind of looking to see if there's some black. I don't really see any black sand though. It's gonna be probably pretty mineralized because there are gold mines pretty close to here. And we got zero. I want to see if there's anything in here. It could be barbed wire or anything. There's no some bedrock. Ooh. Let's see that. That's a good signal. It's probably like a shotgun shell. So I don't think it's high enough for a bullet, but it might be. We're going to dig that. Well, let's go ahead and dig that one just for the heck of it. Well, let's just do this. I know it's kind of cheating, but I don't know if you can see that or not. Not actually, hopefully I moved it. Oh, that's not bad. All right, let's put the stuff down and we'll get the pinpointer out. It's right in here. There we go. Let that clear out a little bit. See if you can see it. There's a giant gold nugget. Wouldn't it be awesome? Not seeing anything in there. I bet that got everything. It's a little like comes in and goes tucks back under. So probably when it was flooded, something went back up in here. Usually that means it's something light, but that whole thing moves. I'll get it for sure now. Right there. It's a fired modern bullet, I do believe. Copper jacketed, small. I reckon it's a probably like a pistol bullet. That means there's targets here in the water. That's a pretty little bullet right there. I like that. Make a nice necklace. A big iron signal here, so I went ahead and dug it. I don't know what it was, but I guess this is an axe. Part of a broken axe head. I don't know how they smash these things so much if they were just using it in wood. mean, that's incredible. I wonder if the rest of it's there. What I did is I came up out of the bottom from down there. That's where the stream is. We're up on the bullet and that big tree we looked at. And we're gonna go up on top of the hills a little bit and look up in here. That's pretty cool. Here's it way back here. That's awesome, man. Just kind of walking the ridges a little bit. See if I can find a place where maybe they were camped and had a small fire. People have detected here before, back in the day. So when they apparently found some bullets, we might get lucky. I'm just listening for iron, little square nails and stuff that might have been in boxes that they burned. Ration boxes and ammunition boxes and stuff like that. Or little blips of melted lead. Not hearing any up here though. Alright. So I'm still up on top here. In fact, the last scene I just ended right here. I wanted to show you something. Not many signals up here, but I started getting into some iron here as I was moving along. There's my shovel. So there's really not much iron anywhere else in the woods, except right here. I was hearing some. But as I looked over, that's an old fence post probably. Yeah, that's an old fence post right there. It's a cedar fence post. You can actually see the barbed wire in the tree right there as well. So when you're walking through the woods and you just start hearing random iron like that, but in the concentration that is not anywhere else, always check for that. Look for old posts or fence wire in trees, or maybe even dig a piece or two just to make sure it's not square nails, because that's the same signal that you'll get when you start coming upon a home site or a camp if you're not hitting the coins and the buttons right away. That's where the fence was up there, and I dug a couple shotgun shells already since the top of the hill. And I saw this little depression, so I wanted to check it out, and just to make sure it wasn't some type of, like, you know, something going on there, like a home site or a cabin or a little baby trench or, you know, a hut site from the Civil War. And I don't think that's what it is, because you just got that hole there and you got this mounded up dirt right here. And it kind of looks to me like this is probably a tree fall, like that would have been where a tree stood, fell over and drug the root ball up and down vertically like that, and it all rotted away and left this mound here and a hole there. That's pretty common. Now, I did get a signal though that we're going to dig together, because it sounded pretty good. Someone's in the 60s though, so I'm suspicious that's going to be another shotgun shell. I have dug a hassle of shotgun shells out here today, and so I moved it. See, just by using my feet, I didn't even have to use a shovel yet. We kicked it up out of the hole, and with any luck we can probably see it pretty quickly. Not seeing it very quickly, so let's try again. I know it's right in here. There it is right there. It's another one of those little pistol bullets like I found in the stream down there a few minutes ago. Same thing. So someone was, you know, someone probably has a range up there and we're behind it. That's why there's so many bullets here, because they're just flinging through the air for half a mile and landing in the woods here. I'd suspect. So if you notice, it's not really deformed, so it didn't hit a tree or rock or anything. The other one was the same way. It traveled a long ways, lost its energy before it plummeted back to earth.
Smaller than that, so it's probably just...
It's probably one of those little, I've been finding these little pistol bullets.
I know, yeah, oh yeah.
And we're looking for whether it's a fired bullet or a melted piece of lead.
Because I just found this across the creek.
Yeah, okay, that's a modern, modern post-Civil War.
Yeah.
That's a piece of lead. You know, it's hard to say about that one. Looks almost like a ball, though.
This is the fired one from earlier, so they are different.
Yeah, it's definitely different. That's a 22 for sure. There's too much lead here to be a 22. And it looks like it might have been around at one time. So it could be a piece of buckshot, or
okay, yeah,
could
that
be
makes sense.
Civil War. You know, it could be Civil War vintage. It's hard to say with that. I wanted to go ahead and show you this target. I am digging a ton of shotgun shells and fired bullets. But this is a piece of brass or copper. And what it actually is, well, it's a piece of brass or copper, but it's a fired bullet. This is the copper jacket to a fired bullet. You see, it's really thin. And if you look in the center, that's where a lead core would have been. Sometimes steel. The military would use steel. But yeah, at least in the old days, I don't know what to use now. But you know, that's where the lead core would have been right there, the rest of the bullet. And that part came out. I just want to show that to you, because it's not something I find a whole lot of in my videos. And I probably don't show them to you at all anyway. Man, just a lot of fired bullets here. Patrick's working down the hill over there, and that's where I found that a copper jacket to the bullet. And it started hitting a little bit of iron in here, so I slowed down. I got a good signal right in here that I'm hopeful is going to be a silver bullet. I mean, it's pretty good size. It's not like a little bullet, so it's not like the other ones we're finding. Thought I'd just go ahead and set you up, just in case it's a good Civil War bullet. So it's still done. Make sure it's working. Yeah, it's working fine. That tells me, since we're not hearing it, that it's still buried a good ways, which is a good sign. All right, let's dig her up. Of course, it has to be the roots. It's a high enough signal that it could easily be a bullet. It's not like a belt buckle or anything, but good. Oh, that's not good. Could be a Civil War era bullet. Do you see one yet? All right. I want Patrick to find one because he hasn't found one. Ah, no, look. Patrick and I were just talking about that, about wearing gloves. And he said, you always say to wear gloves. And I said, well, you know, in the river, but maybe you don't have to worry about it in the woods so much. Well, did you just see what I dug? I'll show it to you up close. It is a bottle with a lid on it. This is 17 cents and broken. I can't tell if I broke that, but there's probably more pieces in there. So you always have to be really careful about this stuff. These type of bottles in the woods that have these caps that you can hear. That's pretty cool. I don't know what that was in there, but all right. I'm going to try to get that lid off, and I'll take the lid out, but I'm not going to carry that glass in my bag. I'm just going to rebury it without the metal, so no one will be able to dig it again, or will want to dig it again because they won't hear it. That's why I just stuck the bottle over there, not too far from Patrick. But I was looking at this, and it just looks like there might be something going on here. Bunch of rocks there. I saw that there's some rocks on the bank over there, which are probably natural, but I just have a good feeling about this general location. This is weird. And the way that's, like that little valley right there, it's like almost, it could have been a spring, but probably not. Another little stream, another little stream. Let's go over there. That's where I want to go, right in that flat right there. That just looks like a place I'd camp if I was a Civil War soldier. All right, away you go. A little bit of trash in here. That's where we were just a few minutes ago. Patrick's still over there digging. And the rocks that we were looking at were pretty interesting. And there is a beam right there. Could be a natural tree, but that's a piece of wood. So there might have been a mill dam here at one time. We're going to look around a little bit closer. Definitely want to get over in that area right there. That just looks sweet to me. And right over there. All right, less talking, more digging. So when I came over the stream, I checked that piece of wood and there was no iron in it, so I don't know if it was beam or not. But right there has been dug out by man. It looks like they built a berm all the way around it, like it might be a pond, but there's no reason to build a pond there with a stream. So let's go there and check it out. That could be gold mine related. I'm hoping anyway. This is a man-made hole right here, and that's that flat area that looked like a pond. There's a bunch of iron in here. Well, not a bunch, but a lot more than the rest of the woods. So I'm gonna dig some of this up and see what it is. Might just be trash, could be some fence wire. Haven't heard any squeaks yet, but I'm gonna dig a few pieces up, see what it is, and I'll let you know in a few minutes. So this is what a lot of the iron is. It's like these pieces of tin. Now that could be Civil War vintage. There's just no way to know. If I get some better targets, I'll turn the camera back on, but I'm not gonna film every one of these I dig, I promise. That's the thing that looks like a pond over there. I've actually come back past it again. I haven't dug anything but iron. A big piece of iron laying up against a tree, so I suspect we're not the first detectors to be in here. But that's an old piece right there. That's a big heavy handle off or something. I guess. Don't know why it would have a hole there, but the old timers would just take this stuff and pitch it against the trees. But there's a lot of iron in here. I can see where the ground's definitely been disturbed up there. You can see bumps and lumps. So hopefully we'll start getting into something soon. That's encouraging, at least slightly encouraging. That's the bottom where we just found that handle. And check this out. This is definitely man-made. Wow! Dude, you know, they're looking for gold. That's what this is.
Really?
And this is where they were digging for gold. You can see some more going right up that hill. I'd bet money on it. They might not have found any, but they were looking. We need to get some pans and come back, huh? That's what it is. A lot of gold activity in this area. well, prior to the Civil War, but prior to the gold strikes in California, this was the area in the United States where most of the gold was coming from. Once they hit in California, everybody went out there. But yeah, this is exactly what this is. This is awesome. Let's find some gold coins they dropped. Of course, they had slaves working these mines pretty much. So I don't imagine they were dropping a lot of gold coins. That's where I saw some of the trenches. Across the stream, there's a nice big trench right there. Let's go look at that real quick. We'll definitely run our machines over here, but I'm sure this was all panned back in the day. We'll look for some gold nuggets in here too. Yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, that's like almost a shaft right there. So they were finding gold, because they probably wouldn't have done that much work if they weren't finding something. So that's where they were digging some shafts. Probably this hill's loaded with them. Ah, neat. It's nice, nice little mine over here. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, we're definitely gonna come back here and do some panning. But we'll look for some nuggets too. It's devil worshippers. Looks like they've been gone for a while though. Kind of reminds me of Blair Witch Project. What you get? You spotted some treasure?
Yeah, the shovel.
Let's go look at it. That's awesome. Hey man, it's from the gold miners back in 1820.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Or some disgusted relic hunter. Yeah, you know, that could have been somebody in here looking for gold. You know, maybe running a sluice. It looks like it's been dug out right there by your foot.
Oh yeah.
So they could have been sluicing back here or something. That's probably what it is, you know.
Let's get it from the other side. Stronger.
I'm gonna get back to digging. It's a beauty.
Oh, yeah.
I think they were digging that hole right there.
It's a cobalt brand.
Is it really?
That's a $40 shovel.
Cobalt.
I'll clean
Oh,
up the
hey,
metal.
well, you could probably take it. Can't you get aren't they have lifetime guarantees, warranties on them?
Yeah. Take them this one.
Take it back. I hate to admit it, but I kind of got gold fever and I gave up on the relics. I'm working the stream bank with a detector and I'm getting little pieces of iron and stuff. I haven't found any gold nuggets yet, but you know what? We're going to come back here, at least with some pans, because I do have some pans with me in the truck. We don't have enough time today, but maybe tomorrow I think we'll come back. And if we start finding gold, we'll bring a sluice out here and we're just going to have a good old time. Got some signals here. I think it's iron. It's just reading kind of irony though. Small pieces of something. We're digging mostly just like fence wire in here so far. Wait. Okay. I suspect. See if I can get that real quick. All right, so yeah, fence wire. Or some type of little nail. I guess that's a nail actually. All right, I'm gonna look around a little bit more. If I find a big old chunk of gold, I'll show it to you. Pretty soon we're gonna have to start heading back because the sun's getting pretty low on the horizon. No treasures yet, but we did find a great place to come back to. We're coming back, I can promise you on that. All right, I just heard Patrick calling me. He says he found something he wanted me to look at, so let's go up there together. If we can make it. He looks pretty happy. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a stone chisel.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Breaking rocks right here.
Breaking rocks. Looking for gold.
For gold.
Just like us. Awesome, man. Congratulations. That's pretty cool.
It's heavy too.
Yeah, it is. That's nice. Falling back down the hill. Tumbling back down. So lots of diggings up here. As you can see, in that little pond looking thing I was telling you about straight in the bottom, that probably was some type of thing where maybe they had some sluices or down there in the bottom to process the material. My first relic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I say, what is this? Is it human? Oh, it's digging in the creek right there.
The blues.
See if you know what it is. Do you know what it is?
No. What is it?
That is the spout to a Civil War canteen. It's the part you drink out of. So the rest of the canteen is, rotted away.
Yeah.
Catch it. There you go.
Oh.
It's pewter. So yeah.
It's it didn't look that heavy in your hand.
Yeah. That's definitely like pewter spout. So probably the soldiers were here. We should be able to find some bullets. Yeah, I think we should look around some more. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Sometimes they have writing on the manufacturers, and soldiers would actually carve the names sometimes. So we do definitely need to look at that a little closer.
definitely HADDEN dot something.
.com.
No, it looks like .PC or .p.
Is it like scratched in, or is it stenciled?
It looks almost like it's...
Or it's
like
stenciled, like stamped. Okay.
But
I'm gonna come up and look at it. Hold on.
One letter at a time.
Oh, really?
Right here, yeah.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna fall down.
It says Hatton.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a manufacturer. It probably is a manufacturer, so.
Yeah. Huh.
It is a spout with Haddon being a manufacturer,
18
hopefully.
Yeah, it says
Right.
it. Yep, Haddon. It is a name, and they did make 1858. They made bullseye 8-ring canteens.
Sweet, let's do it, man.
Yeah.
The stream is probably paved with canteen spouts. Oh boy.
Yeah,
Just dug this little spoon bowl in the creek. That could be from the silverware. Absolutely. It's not pure, but copper.
yeah, it's tiny too.
It's a good sign. I mean, there's targets in the water. Tiny. Come on, man. I'll have to get you out for this one. I had a nice signal right there and I dug it out. And it's a screamer. Sounds really, really good. It's been moved over to here somewhere. Do you see it? Sounds almost like a coin or something, doesn't it? Could be a rifle casing, but oh no. A big old chunk of melted aluminum. No. Can't believe I just wasted 2% of my battery on that. Well, at least I can say I found a coin. Not Civil War. It's a modern penny. I don't even know what state that's from. Don't really care either. We're back down there where the mine trenches are, and I just dug a cool little stone wedge. Man, thing's been hammered. Look how bent up it is. I like it. Part of an arrowhead or something, or a knife. Yeah, that's definitely, oh look, that's definitely been work. That's all edged right there. So that could be like for you know, a scraper or something like that. That's definitely a worked stone. That's a tool. That's pretty cool. A tool. Yeah, you should come back here with a rake, man. Just rake these leaves off and find some more of these things.
Well, I found my wife's father said there's several trees back in the woods back in the 60s that he carved his name into. And JS is his initials.
Oh, that's cool.
And that's my wife's initials as well.
1968, state of
Ignore the cursing or whatever, but the Virginia's here.
Oh, so someone carved the outline of Virginia. F the South. Really? I mean, we're in Virginia. I mean, you know.
And you can tell this pressure.
That is
for
funny,
sure.
yeah.
And this is old JS.
And a battle pennant.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Virginia Stars and Bars. Initials, date, and, well, let's just say he wasn't happy with himself, whoever did that. All right, guys, I have to go. My batteries are about dead. We're going to look around a little bit more. I mean, we only found one relic, but it was cool. But we found a gold mine.
Yes.
And we're going to get back there and do some panning and maybe some more detecting and get some nuggets. So
Yes, hopefully.
we'll see you again on the next one. You can bet on it.
She'll shake the coins from your pocket, take your gold chain and your locket. Mother Earth has no sympathy. She'll take the ring from your hand.
I think we just found a hippie hangout. Check it out. That's pretty wild, isn't it? This is Patrick's little hideaway in the woods. It's awesome.